we write songs about movies, and this week, we've written songs about Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Like, comment, subscribe, and meet that bell icon at the Sea of Ice. This is the Royds Review Podcast. Hello, and welcome to the Royds Review Podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Andy.
And we are back once again, and this week we've written songs about Francis Ford Coppola's, Kenneth Branagh's, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Andy, will you be mine?
Gotta put me on the spot, Robbie, in front of all the listeners.
Yeah, I know. I want to see how much you really care about me, dude.
All right, man. Gummy.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy, he went for it. Andy, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Have you seen Mary Shelley's Frankenstein before?
Not only had I not seen it, I'd never even heard of it.
Had you seen any representation of Frankenstein before?
I've never even heard of Frankenstein.
That's a lie. And
That
I
is a
know
lie.
it. You know it. The listener knows it.
Yeah.
The FBI agents who are in on this call know it. Send them in, boys.
Duh.
He's getting arrested for lying about not knowing about Frankenstein.
No, I had no idea about this movie, but I had, I'm well aware of Frankenstein. I saw the original, like the 30s one, when I was a little guy. And I was like, this is pretty cool.
Oh, when he says, I want to suck your blood.
That's a different movie, Robbie.
Oh, that's Werewolf.
Yeah, that's the Mummy.
Ah, of course.
Yeah. This movie sucks, but in like a good way.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, this is like so bad it's good.
I had never heard of this either until I was looking up movies that are coming out, and I saw The Bride, which actually looks really good. Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride, with Christian Bale as Frankenstein's monster. Love that. But we wanted to do something, get into that algorithm, and I saw, Frankenstein with Kenneth Branagh, Robbie De Niro, and John Cleese.
I get that Kenneth Branagh he's a big Shakespeare guy. And he was like, I'll just do a Shakespearean interpretation of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Don't do that. It's bad.
I'll be honest, I think it's a wonderful idea.
I think the performances from everyone are so hammy, except I think Helena Bonham Carter is very good in this. And she's the only exception. Everybody else...
If you saw this on a stage, you'd say that was an excellent stage play of Frankenstein.
But even so, I'd leave and be like, wow, that was really cool. But I feel like a lot of people shouted to the sky too much. No, there's a lot of that.
He also likes to drop to his knees dramatically. Kenny, put your hair up if you're going to do that. Uh-oh.
Something tells me that Kenny Braggs, as we call him,
yes,
loves the smell of his own farts.
Yeah, I get that. I get that vibe.
He's like, yo, what if Victor Frankenstein was hot? And what if I played him?
There was a whole section of this movie where I'm going, dude, chill out. My wife is watching.
Is it when he's shirtless and oiled?
Yeah, and shredded.
Yeah, looking great, dude, but that's not what anybody thinks of when they think Victor Frankenstein.
He's just showing off.
Yes, this is a massive. We're watching this man touch himself.
He's looking like that. I'm taking it. Fine.
He's Franken his Stein, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, this was intended as a follow-up to Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yes.
And that is famously a very sexy movie. But Dracula is also a much sexier property than Frankenstein. The movie opens up with a scroll about Robert Walton. He's an explorer who is looking for Santa Claus or something like that.
Destined to find Santa's workshop.
Yep. I don't understand why he's like, oh, if we get to the North Pole, we will change the course of human history.
Yeah, people will remember us.
It's like, no, you're going to ruin the legend of Santa Claus for millions of children.
Yeah. Also, in real life, I don't know the guy who discovered Antarctica or wherever, the North Pole. If you did it, cool.
Good for you, dude.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's the Arctic Sea, 1794. A ship is in the stormy seas and it crashes into an iceberg. A dude falls into the sea, and I'm surprised he didn't immediately freeze like Arnold in that episode of the Magic School Bus when they go to Pluto. You remember that?
I do remember that.
He's like, that's it! And he removes his helmet and his head immediately freezes.
Yeah.
Little me was like, they just killed a kid on television.
They did. They were like, all right, let's leave him here. And they went back. That kid was a buzzkill anyway.
Yeah, but you know what? He was right.
He was right most of the time. He was like, Miss Frizzle, this is all really dangerous.
The frizz was a danger.
She was. Yeah. Also, she's letting a lizard drive the bus. What are you, crazy?
Hey, better than a woman driving the bus.
Whoa.
I remember they left Arnold and Carlos goes, huh, we're cold as ice. And they all went, Carlos!
A man is dead.
The stranded men hear a howl and they see something walking toward them, and apparently Kenneth Branagh is the one who howled. Am I wrong on that?
No, I thought it was Frankenstein.
Yeah, I'm joking. It was obviously
Okay.
obviously the monster. But like they hear the howl and then Kenny Braggs is walking towards them. Another howl, the dogs take off, and he's just like, "Oh, they're dead, brother. They gone."
Question. So essentially he shows up and he's like, let me tell you my whole life story, brother. Like, what's going on with him and the monster? Because are they just like living together in the ice? Or is he running from the monster?
I thought he was running from the monster. I don't think he was just chilling with the monster. Why would he be running and then the monster just wreck all those dogs?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I think he was running from him.
Okay. So this is like how long after the end?
Like a year?
So he's just been running from the creature
Yeah.
for a year. Wow. Okay.
Because this is Arctic Sea. That's the thing. The passage of time is very odd in this movie.
Yeah.
But this is the Arctic Sea 1794, and he creates the monster in 1793.
Gotcha.
So, during the time of him creating the monster, like, months pass.
Yeah, and both those years are the years of our Megazord. By the way.
That's very good, correct.
Yes.
Absolutely. Kenny warns the captain about the hubris of becoming mankind's benefactor and introduces himself as Victor Frankenstein. And we cut to Geneva, 1773.
He pauses for dramatic effect when he introduces himself.
Yeah, we know who you are, guy.
Yeah.
In the trailer. It's in the trailer. I'm fully aware you are Victor Frankenstein.
Yeah, he's like, I am Victor Frankenstein. It's like, dude, it's 1994. You know, like, we know better at this point.
The movie's called Frankenstein. I know what's going on. Also, I know this is a very faithful adaptation to the book. You could cut all this ship nonsense out.
Yeah, but that, again, it is real faithful to the book, which, like, books, Robbie, you know? Books.
Books are for reading, Andy. Little known fact. Helpful hint. Books, reading. That's where metaphors are. A young Victor Frankenstein meets Elizabeth, She's an orphan, and she'll be staying with the Frankensteins. We flash forward, and adult Victor is doing some work. His mother is also pregnant again, so he's a full-grown man, and his mother's like, we have an accident, baby.
Yeah. And Ian Holm is his dad.
Yes, he is.
And he's a robot.
He's very good in this.
Yeah, I disagree with him being very good in this, to be honest. I like Ian Holm. He's great in everything except this.
Everything is great. I love the performance in this because they're so over the top.
It really takes me out of it.
That's fine.
Also,
I'm like, yeah, I'm watching a movie.
The most dangerous staircase of all time. That's
just an old-timey staircase, though.
But it's huge. It leads to the heavens.
Banisters get in the way of camera shots, Andy.
That's true.
Again, you also have to remember, this is a stage adaptation. This is not a movie.
Yeah.
This is a play.
Yeah.
We learn while adult Victor is doing some work that he used to catch fireflies in a jar, and then he was like, oh, and then they would die. Did you give them air?
Yeah, like he didn't poke a hole in the thing, so he'd just kill fireflies so he could read.
This idea that he was like, oh, I was hoping they would light up a room. How many fireflies are you hoping to catch, dude?
11.
Not a number, Andy. Try again.
Let me Google that real quick.
Everyone dances and has a good time. Mother Frankenstein collapses and dies during childbirth. This doctor is absolutely covered in blood as he walks down the stairs.
Well, that's Ian Holm.
Oh, that's not... Oh, yeah, I was right, because he is a doctor.
Yeah, and he collapses on the stairs. He's like, I couldn't save. And then he runs up, Mother, bring her back. Okay. The pacing in this movie is wild. All of this happened, all the stuff you just said happened in 45 seconds. Like, oh, you remember you used to read by with the fireflies? He's like, oh, Mother, and then they like chase each other in a strangely flirtatious manner. The mom's like, oh, you're so brilliant. We're dancing. Oh, she collapses. Then she dies in childbirth. 45 seconds. What? What's going on here, man? My head is spinning.
At this point, I'm thinking, oh, we're gonna get to the monster real quick.
Nope.
And then we don't. Nope. If we race through all this stuff and then we get to the monster quickly, I'm fine with it.
The modern adaptations of Frankenstein, and I'm even talking like, the early movie, like the original movie. Like, they cut a lot of this out, and it's like, yeah, it works in the book. Doesn't work on the screen, man.
Nope. I mean, listen, I understand it's giving him the push to try to bring life back into the dead because he sits there yelling, please bring her back. And it's like, but you're also sitting there in 1994 going, yeah, I know the story of Frankenstein. So you're adding all these things into the movie when I'm going, can I please see Robert De Niro? I think the makeup, the costumes look great.
I agree. The only thing that doesn't work is some of like the lightning special effects. They're dated as heck, but the makeup and all that stuff, it looks very good.
Yeah, the lightning effects are whatever, but yeah, I love the look of the monster. I think he looks great.
I agree. I also like how, like, as the movie goes, you see like he's pulling stitches out and it's like healing. It's very cool.
Yes.
Very, very cool.
It's 3 years later. Victor visits his mother's grave and claims he's gonna stop people from dying. Nobody needs to ever die. But that's not really what he sets out to do. He sets out to create life, which is something we need to remember.
Playing God.
He drops this idea of nobody needs to ever die pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, I think he's saying, like, if you die, I can bring you back. So you never... Like, you die, but, like, you wouldn't die.
You're creating a monster, though.
Well, we learned that Frankenstein isn't a monster until he makes him a monster by neglecting him, That's the whole...
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
That's the whole point.
Yeah. Literally, you're cobbling together parts of other people. Physically, you're making a monster, yeah.
Yeah. Victor does some experiments. Him and Elizabeth fly a kite, and they do this experiment that turns them all into Electro for a brief spell.
Yeah, the gap in their teeth closes.
Yo, later on, it gets real electro with the eels.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be honest, I was here for that.
Yeah, it's better in this than it is in
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is a duty film.
They take this child, this small boy, and they're like, hey, we're gonna course a little bit of electricity through this kid. What do you think?
Let's do it, brother. So she's his adopted sister?
Yeah.
Okay.
Help me, stepbrother. I'm stuck in the castle gates. It's a lot of that. It gets really weird. There's the ball for Victor's going away party. And his father immediately kills the vibe by being like, I just wish my wife wasn't dead. And everyone's like, ugh, this guy.
Ooh.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Victor and Elizabeth dance, and we get this weird thing when he's like, how do brothers and sisters say goodbye? And then they make out, and I vomited.
Yeah, I vomited, but I had an erection.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I've seen your search history, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't wink at me. Don't say that and wink at me, you dirty dog. You mangy mutt.
Apparently in the book, they're cousins.
How about they're not any of this? They're neighbors.
I don't understand. Gotta keep it in the family, you heard?
Why can't he get to the city and she just be a townsperson he falls in love with? I don't know. I don't need this weird, hey, okay, you made it a little better because they're not blood related, but no, cut out all these weird lines about being brother and sister. Like, I would probably be able to stomach it a little bit better if they cut those out. And I was like, all right, I could kind of forget that. But don't highlight it. It's like in The Godfather 3 when they're like, hey, cousin, and then they immediately kiss. And I'm like, no, stop it. And you hit them with a newspaper and rub their nose in it.
This has connections to Francis Ford Coppola, so he was like, keep that in, dude.
Any room for my daughter?
Yeah.
We're in Ingolstadt, 1793. Victor gets shown to his attic space. The woman's like, I'm sorry, we only have an attic. This place is lit.
Yeah, it's huge.
The window is to die for.
You know what I noticed around this point? There's a lot of... Like, the camera is rarely not moving. There's a lot of, like, when people will be walking and the camera's following them, and then they stop and the camera starts circling them. And it happens every other scene. And to that I say, once is good. You don't have to do that 1,000 times. I don't know. Everything about this, it's very clearly one person's vision, and that person is Kenny Braggs.
And you know what? In a way, I do appreciate that. Whether or not I like it, I appreciate a studio being like, okay, do your vision. But this film did not get great reviews.
That's because it's bad.
In school, Victor argues with the professor about philosophy and such, and Professor John Cleese watches along. The professor that he's arguing with is like, hey, we do science to save lives. And he's like, why not philosophy?
And he's like, dude, philosophy 101 is down the hall, man.
Victor meets Henry. They get bullied by some kid. This guy never comes back, but it's hilarious. Why don't you look where I'm going? I was almost pissing myself that these two are getting bullied in school in 1793.
Yeah, and they're both 40. But like, I was thinking like, okay, so they're gonna have a weird bully. Like, what grade are we in? And then he never comes back. But it's weird that he shoves them, and the other guy is like, that's so and so. He's a real, jock guy. Like, why are we giving him a profile? He never comes back. What are you doing? What is this?
I thought the bully was gonna play some sort of role later. Absolutely not. Don't even worry about it.
I thought he was gonna die and he'd be part of Frankenstein, the monster, rather. Nope.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Or there'd be more of a role in the school where he's getting bullied more and more. That does not pay off in any way, shape, or form.
Nope.
It's just letting you know they ain't well liked.
Yeah. Yeah. And rightfully so. He's kind of insufferable.
Yeah, well, there's this whole vibe in the school where everyone's like, this guy wants to bring back the dead. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't.
It's weird.
It is weird. But I do enjoy this aspect of it, and it's nice that they've kind of brought this into it from the book, where everyone knows this Professor Waldman, who's played by John Cleese, had these experiments already, and they're like, don't do it. Don't do it. It's bad news. He knows it's bad news.
Yeah.
We know it's bad news.
Even he's like, hey, don't do it.
Yeah. So it kind of makes sense why everyone would hate them, but like, don't show us the bully. I got that vibe from the fight with the professor. I don't need them being bullied like they're in high school.
Cut all this out too, because it really doesn't have any bearing on what happens. I mean, he gets John Cleese's notes, which I guess help him.
No, see, I disagree. You have to keep in the stuff with Professor Waldman. That's an important part of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
You need some version of Victor Frankenstein's mentor. I think it is done better in Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. That is really good. That is much better than this. That's with Oscar Isaac and Jacob Elordi. That one is really good, and I think they do the Professor Waldman stuff or the mentor stuff a lot better in that one. You need the mentorship. You need some sort of mentor here. And it is nice that, it is tied into he's killed by the guy who becomes the creature.
Yeah. Yeah, most of them, anyway.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
He needs extra limbs.
Yeah.
And a brain.
Yeah. Well, does he take John Cleese's brain?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
That's why the monster's like a genius.
Yeah.
Victor asks about Cleese. He is Professor Waldman. He got in trouble for performing illegal experiments. And in class, Waldman has Victor perform an incision, and Henry collapses. You are not fit to be a doctor, my brage.
Henry's also, like, insufferable.
I don't mind Henry. He's just a dude.
He's just like...
He's from Animal House.
Is he?
Yeah, he's one of the guys from Animal House. That's the only other thing I know him from.
He's just, like, always, like, this close to Victor von Frankenstein. He's like...
Yeah.
Can you back off? Just, like, I barely know you. We're not friends. Get out of here.
No, they are good friends.
I know, they turn out to be good friends, but I just like, what? Give me some freaking space, man.
What's weird is I feel like the movie implies they meet at university, but then when he's writing letters, they make it seem like Henry knows the whole family and he's been friends with Henry the whole time.
Yeah, and like when later when Elizabeth comes, he's like running through the streets like Elizabeth, you don't know her. Like what?
They don't do a good job of establishing how long have they known Henry for, because I think they met in university, but it's coming across like the whole family has known Henry his whole life. Victor continues to argue with his professors about life and death. Waldman confronts Victor and is like, stop. What the hell are you doing? And why'd you bring me into this?
Yeah, because he does kind of throw him under the bus. He was like, hey, your colleagues know it. And he's like, yo, chill. Yeah.
Waldman talks about energy and electricity being the key to life, and he shows off this, like, monkey arm that he, like, brings back to life, and it almost immediately breaks Henry's arm. I really liked this. Victor tells Henry that eventually they will be able to create life, and Waldman tells Victor to chill out. I got a little too close, and it was an abomination.
Yeah, it was just that monkey hand. That was it.
All of a sudden, we transport to 2020. And he's trying to give this guy a shot, and he will just not allow it to happen.
Dude, in my notes, I have Robert De Niro is like Robbie. He's an anti-vaxxer.
No, Andy, that's anti-faxer. I refuse to use fax machines.
Yeah. Email only.
We've talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's 2026. I'm not faxing you anything.
No.
The man stabs Waldman. He's played by Robert De Niro, and eventually he gets hanged for murder.
Dude, the John Cleese's death scene is a big old ham sandwich.
I love it.
Like the table flip, and he shouts to this guy, "This need not happen!" Dude, come on. Like, come on. You couldn't have been in the editing room and been like, Yeah, keep that in. Come on.
No. Again, because like you said, he's Shakespearean, so he's doing this like a play.
A bad play. A play that is acted
I agree
poorly.
with you. Here's the thing. I think if we were watching this on stage, we'd say, wow, that was really good. But because it's in a movie, and play acting is different from movie acting.
I understand that, but shouting to the sky, "This need not happen," it's no matter what the context, I'm laughing.
I guarantee you, if you read the book, that line is in there. And he was like, I gotta keep it in.
Yeah. But the thing is, in the book, it's in my mind. This need not happen. It's period appropriate. Like, in the book, it makes sense. Whenever you read most things, it's gonna be better than when you, because it's in your own noggin. You're creating that image. But like,
Andy, no, reading is icky.
Right wing Robbie. Yeah, it's too ham. Too much ham. Too much ham. I'm gonna get a stomachache.
Victor reads Waldman's works, and he sees what Waldman did wrong. He cuts down the murderer's body and begins to go to work. We then learn that Elizabeth has been faking letters from Victor to appease her father, and the other woman is like, go see him! If it was me, I would have been there already, you psycho!
Yeah. This is around the time I noticed another thing that Kenny Braggs loves to do. And it's always people in motion. They're always in motion. So people walking, and then they stop, and either the camera circles them or somebody grabs them by the shoulders and shakes them and says something to them. This happens twice in a row. It happens once here where Victor Frankenstein he's becoming more distant, and his friend Henry is like blah 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 blah, and he shakes Henry, or Henry shakes him, and then the next scene, Elizabeth and friend are they're in a beautiful landscape. I don't know how they got there. It was a 3-day trek, but they're by the water, and then she throws the letters down. I've been writing them, and they're walking, and then the lady grabs her by the shoulders, like, you're doing this stuff too much, man. If you do it once, it's more meaningful, man. Stop doing it over and over again.
Victor starts taking body parts, including Waldman's brain. Brother, they take amniotic fluid from a woman giving birth.
Yeah, that was it did like a jump cut to a woman giving birth and a guy putting a bucket under her. And it's like, what? Where's this going? And then Frankenstein's like, yo, let me get that.
Victor brings a toad to life, Frankenstein.
Very good. I like how he makes the frog live, and then the frog is evil. Yeah, kicks the glass. I was like, this is too much. You made an evil frog.
We never see the frog again. I'm sorry. I want the story of Frankenstein. I want to see this super-powered evil toad running amok in Ingolstadt or whatever the hell they are.
Just terrorizing the local pond.
Henry warns Victor of a cholera outbreak, and Victor makes him stay outside. He's like, oh, well then I guess it sucks to be outside, huh?
Idiot.
Elizabeth arrives. Victor tries to shoo her off too. As she makes her way through the crowd, Victor very sexily prepares his creation.
First off, he's shredded, looking great. Why though?
There is no reason for him to have this billowing robe on as he walks through the lab that he then peels off to reveal his toned body. And meanwhile, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I can't stand up. I'm gonna slip if I walk past my wife. What the hell, Kenny?
Yeah, it's he's just flexing. He's just like, look at how good I look. And also, I'm Frankenstein.
Hey, what do you guys think of a sexy Frankenstein?
Nobody thinks of that at all.
Hey, I think it's weird.
Yeah. Kenny, I think it's a strange choice. That's what I think. Yeah, and he's like oiled. He's like wet.
Well,
because he's running around.
Hold on.
Like, come on.
Yeah. Well, he's not oiled up just yet.
Not yet.
Because he uses the electric eels, so I see where the Amazing Spider-Man 2 got all their ideas from.
A bad movie. Took ideas from a bad movie.
The creature comes to life. We get It's Alive. And then the homoeroticism of Victor and the monster. A shirtless Victor and a naked monster. And every now and then you can see that thing swinging. Rolling around in the oil. Woof.
I just don't understand why, like, this movie blasts through so many things. It's just like the pacing is unreal. And then this is where he takes his time. It's just like him and Robert De Niro mud wrestling. This is where he's like, let's take a second to breathe, guys. Check this out. What is this?
They're just slipping and sliding.
Yeah, and it's comical. It's funny.
It's so funny, dude. Yeah, it's so weird. Like, I like the whole process of how you watch him push the thing into place when he's creating the monster. I think that all looks great. The lab looks incredible. But then, then they're sliding around in this goo, and I'm like, how am I supposed to feel about this? And then Victor immediately regrets his decision, because he's like, damn it. And then he calls it malfunctional and pitiful or whatever. It's like, brother, you did bring a dude to life.
That, and he doesn't give it a chance at all. He just, like, he slips and slides for, like, way too long. Like a minute and a half of screen time is slipping and sliding. And then he chains him up and puts him in, like, the rafters. And he's like, well, this was a wash. Give him a second, man.
Well, that is the weird thing about it, is we race through all these things at the beginning of the movie to get to the monster. And then we spend no time with Victor and the monster.
Yeah.
And like you said, he immediately just gives up, like, show me the monster learning a little bit from Victor.
Something.
Give me more time with Victor and the monster instead of it just being like, wow, you know what? He's a big scary dude and he's covered in oil. Send him to the rafters.
Right. And then, like, he takes a nap and he wakes up and the monster's right there and he, like, runs away from it while he shouts no for the billionth time in the movie. And then the professor from school is lecturing him, you know, like in his mind.
Yeah. Evil stitched to evil.
Yeah, but he's not. He's just like, what am I? You know?
Yeah. The creature goes into town and immediately causes issues. He's chased by the townsfolk, and he absolutely launches some of these dudes.
Yeah, he's a big strongman.
But then again, the creature went from being not able to stand to being able to logically think about how to escape the entire town and know how to hide. I need to see this progression.
Right. There's no progression. It's just like, this is what he does now.
Either that, or you need to wake him up and get rid of this whole thing where he can't even stand.
Yeah.
Victor wakes up from pneumonia? I think Henry's just a bad doctor. I think Victor just got his ass kicked. And Henry's like, pneumonia?
He's like, I'm something of a doctor now. Barely.
Yes, vaguely, I guess, because it seems like you're just guessing that this dude has pneumonia.
The townspeople, they see the Franken guy, and they see he's all scarred up, and they're like, that's the cholera guy. You know what cholera is?
I don't think that's the cholera guy.
Yeah, they say that to the creature. They're like, that's the guy who started the cholera infection.
They recognize him as the guy who murdered John Cleese.
Really?
Yeah, they say, that's the killer!
Really? I thought they were like, that's the guy who started the cholera.
No. They say, that's the killer. It makes a lot more sense when you realize that they recognize the face of the guy. Because he's all scarred up, and they're like, that's why they're like, he's a monster now.
I see.
One thing that needs to be mentioned is the accent that Robert De Niro is doing earlier in the movie is from outer space, I think.
And, like, he's just Robert De Niro. So he's just like...
He's just De Niro, yeah.
Listen, I stabbed him, and I think you're all a bunch of monsters. That's what I think, huh? All right, man.
I'll be honest. I think as the monster, he's pretty good because it's Robert De Niro.
I disagree.
It's like the theory, like, even bad pizza's pretty good.
Sure.
So it's like Robert De Niro. Even a bad De Niro performance is pretty good.
I think his physicality is good. I think when he starts delivering lines, it's like, come on, man.
The more he talks, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
But that's also a problem, is we don't really see a learning process.
Right.
And they do kind of give that an explanation later on.
Yeah.
But you don't see enough of it forming in him. Which is, again, why a lot of these Frankenstein movies, they really jump to the creation of the monster a lot earlier.
Yeah, because...
So we can spend time with the creature.
Right, he's the most interesting part of the whole thing.
But then again, I wonder, by making the movie Frankenstein, if Kenneth Branagh was like, I could be Frankenstein, and then I'm the focus of the movie, and it's like, that's not the point! Victor goes into his old lab, and he reunites with Elizabeth. For some reason, he believes the creature is dead. I don't understand why he thinks that. Oh no, I do know why he thinks that, because Henry's like, everyone is gonna get cholera and die, especially the babies, and Victor's like, good.
Yeah. And
he's like, what?
Yeah. Henry goes, what? Why'd you say that? And there's a huge pause. And he's like, no reason. And he's like, okay. He just takes that. All right. I'll see you later. Hey, that's a strange thing that happened.
Hilarious, dude.
It is.
That's so funny.
Very, very funny.
I don't think it's supposed to be.
Nope. But why would you just assume, like, this creation? Is it because he's in a way, he's a baby? He's like, especially with babies, he's like, I just made a baby.
Well, but that's the thing. Earlier in the movie, he said, yes, and we can create people who are stronger than us and less susceptible to disease and stuff. So, if your experiment worked, cholera's not just gonna kill him. He's not gonna just die of cholera.
Also, question. Why a bunch of different body parts put together? Why does that create super strength?
I don't think it's the different body parts put together. I think it's the way the electricity, powered through him. I think it's the amount of energy.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Again, I don't know. It's all bullshit.
Yeah,
it's all
science
bullshit.
fiction, but
Yeah. But that's my thinking, is that, it's the energy, because he says at one point, we need more energy, a direct energy source. So he has the eels bite him or something, or bite that piece of meat.
Yeah. We need more and less blankets.
I'm afraid you're right. The creature hides among some pigs and eats their food. He watches a family, and he gets sensed by the blind grandfather.
He senses power level.
It's over 9,000.
Oh my god, this guy's so strong.
The family struggles to tend their field, but when they wake up, the creature has harvested everything for them, and the grandfather believes it's the spirits of the forest, like we're watching Princess Mononoke.
Well, that's what he's like, let me be whimsical for the kids, but he knows it's just like a big weird guy.
Yeah. Well, he's theorizing he senses a big weirdo.
Yeah.
I sense the undead. All right, Grandpa, let's get you to bed.
Yeah. Well,
let's go to bed, Gramps.
It's funny because, it shows here that the creature, he's not inherently bad. Because he's like, oh, let me help these people out. I like this part. I think this part's done pretty well.
The creature learns words like friend, family, and father from watching the family. Come on, teach him another F word.
Yeah.
Flugelhorn. Victor and Elizabeth get engaged. They plan to move back, and he'll take over his father's practice. Henry mentions the journal, and Victor's vibes change immediately, and it cuts to the creature just reading the journal. He can read fully now, dude.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Again, I like that he can read, but we watched him go from going Fred to reading a full-on scientific journal.
Yeah. I do like again, how Robert De Niro cannot help but be. He's like, friend. he's not even trying. Like, friend, family, Frankenstein. Oh, wait. Huh?
The family leaves gifts for the creature. A debt collector shows up and he bullies the little girl, and then the blind grandfather, and then he gets, presumably, wrecked by the creature.
Yeah, he just like smashes his head into the ceiling.
The grandfather sits with the creature, trying to understand him. The family comes in, they totally misread the situation, and the grandfather's just like, I don't know what to do. There's literally nothing I can say in this moment. I guess he's gonna get beaten up and chased off.
And that was like right after he literally just told him, like, everybody hates me because I'm ugly.
The creature sits there crying against a tree. He then returns to the cabin. Nobody's there. He reads the rest of the journal and vows revenge on Victor. He walks out and goes, Frankenstein! Do bum 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 bum. Yeah.
That's my song.
I don't blame you. I think that would have made the movie better if they threw that in there.
Yeah, that's my song this week, guys. I mean, he burns the house down because he's angry. I thought that whole stretch where he's at the farm, I was like, this is pretty good. I guess this movie's getting good. But no, that's it.
The family's good stuff. In Geneva, Elizabeth and the others celebrate her getting married. The youngest brother, William, finds the creature playing a piccolo in the forest. He's playing the same song the grandfather was playing earlier. He immediately runs away, dropping the locker with Victor's face on it. So the creature's like, yeah, I'm in the right spot.
Yeah, that's the guy.
He's sitting in a car later like a mobster, like, yeah, that's him. Victor returns home. Nobody can find William, and Elizabeth returns home with William's dead body in her arms.
That's a dead kid.
It's a dead goat. We also see Frankenstein frame the woman by leaving the locket with her.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Like, this guy is quite cunning.
Quite.
I believe that's what they call serving cun.
That's very good. That's very good, Robbie.
There's still one woman missing from the search for William. The creature had found her earlier, and the townspeople lynch her because they're just like, she definitely did it.
Yeah, dude, they drop her off like 30 feet, and her neck snaps like a twig, brother.
I'm surprised her head didn't rip off, dude.
Yeah, holy crap. Love dummy work, though. Love it.
Oh, this is great. I love this scene where they literally throw her off the top of a wall.
Yeah, and again, this pacing is just out of this world. This all happens in like 13 seconds. Like the town's like, she killed her. Sorry, she's dead. It's like, okay, and like all the main characters are in the crowd, like, oh my god. It's like, what? Where are we? What happened?
Well, like, no one cares about the cholera anymore because they're all just gather around town to watch this woman get thrown from the top of a building.
But is this the same town? Or he's back home now, right?
But, okay, but they still gotta be scared of the cholera. I'd imagine it's close enough.
I don't know. Apparently, yeah, I don't know.
The creature tracks down Victor and tells him they will meet on the Sea of Ice. And I'd be like, we're here now!
Yeah, like, now I gotta go all the way there, and, like, it's 1780 or whatever.
It's 1793, Andy.
1793, dude. I'm gonna die, my horse is gonna die. Let's go, man. Why don't we just do it right here?
Yeah, we're here. Okay, fine, dude. Fine. So they go to this cave on Hoth, and the creature tells Victor that he killed his brother by crushing his throat, which it's like, that's a graphic way to describe killing a child.
Well, he's like, I crushed his throat, and I pictured your face. I was like, damn,
yeah, he did.
That's cold. This is where you kind of see, like, Robert De Niro, maybe not the best pick, because he's just like, I crushed his throat, and I was thinking of you. And I
didn't hear that accent at all. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't catch the accent at all.
That's all I caught. And he'd be like, what else did he say? He said a bunch of cool stuff here. It's just like the delivery. I found was like wooden. And I get that he's supposed to be like monotone, I'm a monster. But it's just like, I think it's bad.
I mean, I thought De Niro was pretty good in this. I had no problems with De Niro's performance in this.
I had problems.
I had problems with Kenneth Branagh's performance.
Yes. Well, this is where he's like, make me a bride over here.
Yeah, yes, he does.
But he says, I want a creature, like, I need one creature that will show me sympathy. Like, it's so sad, you know?
He wants someone he can relate to. And that's the whole thing about this, about the story of this, it's also about belonging. He wants to belong. And because literally everyone looks at him as though he's a monster because he has the face of a killer. Everyone in this place recognizes him as a murderer, but he even says when he's playing the piccolo, did you know I could have played this? And he says something about, it's not so much things learned as it is things remembered.
Right. And he's like, was it the hands? Was it the brain? Like, I don't know.
The creature asks Victor to make him the companion. If done, him and the companion will disappear to the North Pole. Hey, that's convenient. That's where that other guy's going. Victor preps his machines while Elizabeth's like, I'm leaving. I am leaving your lying ass. I'm done with you. The creature digs up the woman who was lynched by the town, and Victor's like, why her? And I really like him using Victor's words against him. Materials. Nothing
more. Good stuff. Good lines, but that's in the book,
If Victor doesn't give the creature his wedding, he will be with Victor on his wedding night.
And they'll be married.
Ooh, that's something I'd watch.
And I'll marry you. He's like, what?
Victor and Elizabeth get married. Victor and the crew set out to take out the creature, not knowing he's already in the house and he has killed Victor's father. Love that. Victor and Elizabeth go to enjoy their wedding night with more talk about brother and sister. Stop! During which, Victor hears the piccolo playing, and he's like, damn, my boner is gone.
Yeah, probably because this guy, he swore that he would kill you, and he seems like he's gonna do it.
This looks awesome. Victor leaves, and the monster is with Elizabeth already, reaches into her chest, and rips out her still beating heart. That's lit, brother.
Easily the best scene in this movie. And he rips it out, and when Victor comes in, he's like, I told you I keep my promises over here. He's holding his still beating heart. I told you I keep my promises. Yeah, then he, pushes her, and her head hits the corner of the table, the nightstand, and then a lantern burns her face. And I have in my notes, that is the deadest woman of all time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Victor tries to reanimate Elizabeth, and he uses the other woman's body. So he probably should have just reanimated her in the first place.
He uses her head and her hand because of the ring. I was like, dude, just take the ring off, man. Put it on the other hand. I mean, they might not, maybe they're different ring sizes. And, she has two left hands. Oh, man.
Victor dances with her reanimated corpse. It is horrifying, but I also think this is where Helena Bonham Carter really shines in this movie.
Yeah, and you know what? This is, when he's doing this, I was like, this is more of what I was expecting, is like a morbid, like a more morbid affair. Because the rest of this movie, it's like pretty like, it's light and it's like shiny. It's like, but this is what I was looking for because it's Frankenstein.
That's the thing. You have these little bits in this movie that are good. Like this whole scene here with the creature showing up and they're sitting there treating her like she's a puppy. Be like, come here, Elizabeth. Come here, girl. And then Helena Bonham Carter, as she inspects Frankenstein or the creature and then feels her face and that realization of what has happened. And she's like, Victor.
The creature has become what he hates. He did this. He's part of this too.
Yeah, he's part of the problem. He even said before, and now 2 people are dead.
This is a very well-written narrative.
Well, yeah, it's
just
Frankenstein.
a shame. Yeah, it's just a shame that Kenny had to stick his dumb face in it, you know?
yeah, he went to Kenny Braggs.
Yes, he did. But all this is like, I think from when Robert De Niro rips her still beating heart out to like the end of the movie, I'm like, ooh, that was pretty good. That last part?
This part's great.
Yeah.
Because then Elizabeth lights herself on fire by clapping an oil lamp over herself.
And then she runs through the hall. Dude, how did they do that?
I don't know, but it looks great.
It looks incredible. Also, she was filled with gasoline because she hits the floor and explodes, brother.
It's all that amniotic fluid she was covered in.
Yeah, is that flammable?
I don't know. Tastes good, though.
What? Turns out amniotic fluid and gasoline, same thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're at the beginning of the movie with the captain. Victor dies. Okay.
Yeah.
The captain and the...
He's just like, I'm going to take a... Dead. He pulls a Yoda.
The captain and the crew hear moaning. The creature is now weeping next to Victor's dead body. He never gave me a name. The crew prepare to give Victor a proper, like, send-off. And one of the guys like, what the hell? He's like, he's allowed to watch. He's not hurting anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the captain has sympathy for this creature because he heard the whole story. And he's like,
yeah.
Wow, that's messed up.
He also doesn't seem to believe him at first. He's like, it's just a madman, until he sees the creature.
Yeah, and then he's like, what?
That's real.
Yeah, and then I like how that helps to put his life into perspective, where he's like, you know what, hubris is going to kill me and my men. Maybe we just go home.
Ice breaks off, and the creature's like, I got this. I'm done with man. And he takes the torch, he burns both himself and Victor, and the captain's like, all right, let's go home. You know what? Never mind.
No, you guys were right. That's my bad, guys. I think the ending kind of redeems a lot, but it's still it is a bad movie.
I think it's one of those things where here's the problem when you're trying to be really faithful to an old-timey book like this, is there's so much stuff that in the book makes sense, but in the movie, it's not what people want to see. I don't give a damn about Victor's parents. I don't give a damn about his mother dying in childbirth. I don't. I just don't.
No, I mean, again, like you said, it helps to frame his longing to end death, but...
But at the same time, I don't need any of that, because he can just be a mad scientist.
Right.
And that's what most adaptations have leaned into, is that it's just a guy who's a mad scientist, and that's why those adaptations are looked a lot more favorably than this one, where I don't care about his childhood. I don't want to watch him and Elizabeth call each other brother and sister and then start having sex. That's weird. That's weird.
It is weird. It is weird, isn't it? I don't know. I think that I find it surprising that people aren't talking about this like they talk about The Room.
It's not nearly... No. The Room reaches heights of, like... Because the acting's not that bad. Like, the acting's over the top. But, again, it's play acting.
Yeah, but it's funny, brother.
At times, yes. But it's never as funny as, oh, hi, Mark.
Sure.
But that's the thing. That's why this movie isn't remembered. Neither of us had heard about this until we added it to the schedule. Because
I think this should be remembered for its hamminess.
That's the thing. I think, yes, Kenneth Branagh is incredibly hammy.
Like, I would watch this again with a group of friends, and we'd just, like, make fun of it.
I think most people would just be like, why are we watching...
Yeah, why are you making me watch this?
Yeah. Because, again, I think a lot of people would just go into be like, all right, it's Frankenstein. Like, it's a bad version of Frankenstein. And I think that's another thing, is because it's already a known property, where it just gets lost in the shuffle of a billion versions of Frankenstein. You know, I'm sure if you really wanted to, you could find a much hammier version of Frankenstein than this.
Right, but definitely decades before 1994.
Yeah, probably.
You know? I think that's...
I would argue by people probably of the same quality of actor and name in that time, though.
Sure, but like in a time where hamminess was the norm, like 1994. Come on, man.
You can get away with hammy in 94.
Yeah, I mean Al Pacino.
I'd argue Pulp Fiction can be hammy as hell.
Yeah.
But the problem is, no one wants a hammy Frankenstein.
No.
And if you're gonna do that, then guess what? We have young Frankenstein that's played straight.
Yeah.
You know, your comedy version of Frankenstein has been done to perfection.
Yeah, it
So
has.
a hammy Frankenstein doesn't work because we have the perfect... That's why how many people have really tried to do a pure Frankenstein parody since Young Frankenstein?
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat it.
Right. So why would you even try? So I think this just gets lost in the shuffle of Frankenstein adaptations that nobody cared about.
Yeah.
And because it made a billion wrong decisions, and then when you get to the good scenes, it's like, yeah, but this could have been the movie.
Yeah.
Like, the family is good stuff. This end is really good stuff. You know, the movie looks good.
Yeah. I mean,
But it's too sexy.
it is sexy in parts. I'll say that.
A little too sexy for my liking, Andy.
I'll tell you what. It made $112 million worldwide on a budget of $45 million, and that is
So it
surprising.
made money.
It made money. Yeah.
Well, again, I'm not surprised because it was the follow-up to Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula, which was a big success.
Yeah.
Andy, should we go to Letterboxd?
We should go to Letterboxd.
And you can follow us on Letterboxd at TheRoydsBand.
So this is a bad movie, but I had a fun time. I would give it 2. What do you think?
I'm with you. I had a wonderful time with it. It's definitely not good. There are standout things. Like I said, it looks really good. Those 2 scenes towards the end are very good.
Yeah.
And I think the sets are excellent.
Yeah. I think that giant staircase is a bit stage play-y, but
Yeah, and I think that's what brings it down is it's a story everybody knows. You wasted everyone's time with the parts nobody cares about.
right.
And then you acted like this was a play instead of a movie. So I think 2 stars is fair.
I'm egregious.
Like, do I have a good time watching this? Yeah, I do. Is it for the right reasons? No.
No.
Not in any way, shape, or form. Well, we did it, Andy.
I did it.
You did it, Andy. You gave Francis Ford Coppola's, Kenneth Branagh's, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein 2 stars on Letterboxd. Follow us on Letterboxd at TheRoydsBand. At TheRoydsBand.
Yay.
I wrote a song, Andy.
Me too.
No, you didn't.
No, I did.
Alright, well, I also have a pick to flip to decide who's going to go first.
Okay, so do it then, Robbie.
Alright, sure, I will.
Tails.
It's heads, Brother Bear. What kind of song you got?
I have a metal song.
I'll go first.
Okay.
My song is kind of weird. It's called Laws of Nature. And it's about the movie Frankenstein. That might surprise you, but that is what it's about.
Is it Francis Ford Coppola's, Kenneth Branagh's, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein?
Yes. But really it's just about the story of Frankenstein. Let's be honest here. So nothing really to say about it. It's a little weird, a little different from what I usually do. But it's called Laws of Nature, and it's about Frankenstein. And it goes like this. So that was my song called Laws of Nature.
That was good. I liked it. It's groovy.
Thanks, yeah. I did that little piano part in G minor, and I kind of just based it all on that.
Nice. I like the It's Alive harmony as well.
Thank you, yeah. I was like, it was one of those weird things where it's tough to find, because after I did that little riff, it was tough to find parts that would like blend into that or that would work going in and out of that. So I just kind of was like, it's gonna be my bridge. I'm gonna do the chorus again and just say It's Alive. Especially because he says It's Alive twice. So I was like, oh cool, that works.
Yeah, that's cool.
Thank you. It was just based around this little fun little riff I was playing on the piano. And yeah, and then I really built everything around that, you know. The bass was tough to do. The bass was not a fun time trying to nail that.
Well, it sounded great. You were
Thank you.
Grooving all over that neck, girl.
But yeah, that was my song called Laws of Nature.
Very good.
I don't know how to say nature. Nature. The Nature Boy. Rob Hall. Woo! Andy, tell us about your song.
My song is called Materials, and I just bought a baritone guitar. So it's tuned B, E, A, D, F sharp, B. So it's like a fifth lower than a standard guitar. It's a bit bigger as well. Very cool. I got it Harley Benton, which is like a cheapo brand. And I figured it would be ass, but like out of the box, pretty good. I don't even think it needs a setup, to be honest. So it's got P90s in it, so they're a little noisy, but that's rock and roll, brother. That's rock and roll. Yeah, it's called Materials. As I was writing it, I was like, the lyrics, well, not the lyrics, the melody that I sing is straight up almost it's a big ripoff of Black Sabbath song from the Dehumanizer era with Ronald James Dio. Yeah, it's called Materials, and it sounds a little bit like this. Yes, that was my song. Materials.
That was heavy as hell, Brother Bear.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, I'm very pleased with the baritone. First name
good.
Barry, last name Tone.
That was very Black Sabbath. The whole thing was very Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
It was good. I liked it.
Thank you. That's pretty much it. It was just the first verse is him being like, I'm filled with hubris. And the last two verses are the creature being like, this guy sucks.
Get a load of this guy.
This guy's the worst. He created me just to prove he could. And now I'm here. And I'm like, what the hell am I over here? But, yeah. Just a timeless classic, story.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your song was a timeless classic. I was like,
I wouldn't.
Chill the hell out. I was like,
No,
it's
but
good, man.
The story is timeless.
It is.
Very, very good story with a lot of real philosophical questions that it raises.
But they blew it.
They did. They really did.
They fumbled, as they would say.
Yes. Robbie, what do we got going on next week?
That's an excellent question, Eddie. Put on your leather gloves. We're doing Drive. Pretty hyped to talk about that movie. Stacked cast with Ryan Gosling, Bryan Cranston, and Albert Brooks. So, plus more.
Yeah, I'm in it.
Oh my lord. You're the car.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. Well, let me tell you where you can find the music. Go to Apple Music, Deezer, Spotify, wherever you get your music, and you search The Royds, and you'll find a bunch of podcast songs in collections, but also some studio recordings and a Christmas song. Now, if you want everything, you go to TheRoyds.bandcamp.com, and you'll find every single song by The Royds. That's guest songs, bonus songs, every song from every episode. And it's all on the YouTube as well. Robbie, please tell the nice listeners about the YouTube and other socials.
You go to YouTube, you go to Instagram, you go to TikTok, you go to Reddit, you type in TheRoydsBand. There we are, there we be. Click all those links and you'll see, really just us promoting this podcast. Any music we got coming out, send us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. Click the link down below to request a movie, or you can request a movie via email, YouTube comments, Spotify comments. We've been getting a number of requests lately. Keep them coming. We greatly appreciate them.
Very much.
We also just appreciate hearing from you.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you more.
I'll let you have that. That's okay.
Damn straight.
I appreciate you more. Oh, you heard that? That's a new thing I've been doing with my wife is, she'll ask me to do something. I'll be like, yeah, sure. And then I'll say something under my breath, but loud enough for her to hear. And she'll say, what? I'm like, oh, you heard that? And she's like, yeah, you said it. You said it to my face.
Nice.
She'll be like, oh, I guess I'll do that. Or I guess I'm doing everything around here. All right. And she's like, what? I'm like, oh, you heard that? She's like, yeah. Yeah, you said it out loud. So, yeah, that's we have fun. We have a good time.
That's good. That's good. Well, you know what I have to say to that?
What?
Bye, everybody.
See you, lady.